Hey there, ones. Earlier I said I was going to explain where your soul goes during naps, um, but I forgot. So let me explain that on this video now. So what happens to your soul during a nap? Before I answer that, let me just explain the concept of silver cord in case you're not familiar with that. So the silver cord is described as a metaphysical tether or umbilical cord that connects the physical body to your soul, your astral body. So while the physical body remains grounded on earth, the consciousness is free to travel during your sleep, your meditation, or your out-of-body experiences. So it ensures that your soul can find its way back to the correct vessel, your body. So it acts as a conduit for the life force that keeps the physical form functioning while the spirit explores other dimensions, realms, the spirit side. So the silver cord is described as infinitely stretchable. No matter how far your soul travels into the universe or higher dimensions, the cord remains attached. So in Dolores Cannon's book, Between Death and Life, she explains that death is simply the process of the silver cord being severed. So once the cord is cut, then the soul can no longer inhabit or animate the physical body. And this is the point of no return where the soul fully transitions back into the spirit realm. So what happens to your soul during long nap or a short nap? You basically travel to another world. So when your body enters a deep sleep, your consciousness doesn't just switch off. It detaches from your physical body and anchored safely by the silver cord, and it returns to the spirit side to get back to work or to learn or to heal. So there are 4 common destinations that your soul visits while your body is napping. So one location would be the rest area. It's called the healing temples. So if you've been feeling burnout, grieving, or physically exhausted, your soul heads straight there. So just imagine, it looks like a place of total silence filled with soft, iridescent blue and green light. That's how it looks. So you recline on beds of light while the specialized soul technicians gently remove the energetic suit of daily stress and trauma from your aura. And then you wake up feeling a deep sense of reset. Another place you go to while you nap is the night schools. So most of us are actually students on the spirit side. So visualize it, the scene as like this massive glowing translucent cathedrals or outdoor amphitheaters. That would be the night schools. That's how it looks. So when you attend classes on manifestation, healing, or the blueprints of your current life, you go there. And if you wake up with a random brilliant idea, you're likely just learn it in the night school. So the other place that you can go to while you nap is the meeting rooms, the planning boards. So ever had a coincidence that changed your life? Those are basically coordinated there in the meeting rooms, the planning boards. So visualize it as if there's a gathering of soul group. That's your closest spiritual friends and guides. So you meet to discuss your progress, and you might say, I'm stuck in my career, and then your guide will arrange for you to accidentally meet the right person later that week. So you are literally scripting your next few days when you have these meetings. And then the other place you go to while you nap is the recharging station. It's called the energy wells. So the physical body is heavy. Your physical body is a heavy suit for the soul. So to keep it running, you need source energy. And so you go to this place, just visualize it like fountains or pools of pure liquid light, sorry. So your soul bathes in this high frequency light. This energy travels down the silver cord like a power cable, revitalizing your physical cells and DNA. And this is the true secret to why sleep heals the body. So sleep isn't just turning off. It's your time to go home, to study, to plan, to heal. So next time you lay down for a nap, you might want to set an intention and say, okay, I'm ready to learn and recharge on the spirit side. Something like that. So, which of these places do you feel you visit most? The next question. Do souls go to the same places during a much shorter naps, like less than 3 hours nap? So the soul is very efficient. Even during power nap of 20 to 60 minutes, the soul still detaches, but the agenda changes. So think of it this way. A full night sleep is like going on a long distance vacation, and a short nap is like a quick trip to the convenience store. So during a short nap, the soul usually doesn't have time to travel to the great libraries or attend a full night school class. So instead, it prioritizes energy maintenance. So the soul will often hover just above your body or go to a nearby recharging station to pump high frequency light through the silver cord. And this is why a 20-minute nap can sometimes make you feel more alert than an 8-hour sleep. It was a pure, focused burst of energetic fueling. If you are, let's say, in the middle of a high-stress day or a difficult decision, a short nap acts like a 911 call to your guides. So the soul pops out briefly to get a yes or no answer, or get a quick bit of encouragement from your spirit guides. And because the time is short, this information is often delivered as a gut feeling or a sudden moment of clarity the second you wake up, rather than a long, complex dream. So the depth of the trance determines how far the soul can go. So when you just nap between 10 to 30 minutes, that's just a quick refueling. So you immediately go to the energy wells. If you're napping between 30 to 90 minutes, you're basically problem solving. So you'll have a brief meeting with your guide or a helper. If you're napping between 90 minutes to about 3-4 hours, you're basically learning or you're healing. So you go to the schools or the healing temples. What else? So have you ever napped for 20 minutes and felt like you were paralyzed or couldn't move your body right away? When that happens, the soul is often hanging just a few inches out of your body. If you are startled awake, the soul slams back in, but it might be slightly misaligned. This is why you might feel groggy or out of it for a few minutes, because your soul and your physical body haven't perfectly synchronized their frequencies yet. Now let's talk about the intentional short nap. If you only have about 20 minutes, Dolores Cannon's books suggest that you can direct your soul. So before you close your eyes, you can say to yourself, I'm taking this time to quickly recharge my energy and receive clarity on whatever topic. Because the soul doesn't experience the time the same way we do, it can accomplish a surprising amount of work in what feels like a blink of an eye to us. It's very efficient. So, do you recall a time when your body is telling you that you must sleep like right now, like what happened to me lately? So this feeling is really just physical tiredness. It is often your soul summoning you. So the subconscious or your higher self will sometimes force your body into a sleep state because there's an urgent work to be done that cannot wait until your regular bedtime. So here are some of the reasons why your soul might be calling for like an emergency nap. There might be a need for a frequency download. So if you're going through a period of intense personal growth or spiritual awakening, your physical brain can sometimes become overloaded by the high frequency energy entering your field. So to prevent your nervous system from frying, your higher self flips a switch that makes you incredibly sleepy. And while you nap, your soul steps out to integrate these new frequencies into your DNA and update your energetic blueprint. Another reason might be there might be a course correction meeting. So sometimes you're about to make a decision or head down a path that's not in alignment with your soul's contract. So again, your guides may pull you out for a quick briefing because the waking mind is too noisy and stubborn to listen to your intuition. So they wait until you are in the theta state, deep relaxation, to give you the nudge or warning what you need. So you often wake up from these naps with a sudden change of heart or a clear gut feeling about what to do next. Another reason might be astral assistance. You have a call of duty. So many souls on earth right now are volunteers. I'm one of them. So we have jobs to do on the astral plane. So there may be a situation elsewhere in the world, like a natural disaster, or a person in deep distress, or a shift in the Earth's energy grid that requires our specific light signature to help. So that's one of the reasons. So sometimes you're suddenly hit with exhaustion. That's because your soul is needed elsewhere immediately to provide that the healing or stabilization necessary. The next thing that I want to talk about is how to tell if it's a soul nap. Okay, so how can you distinguish a soul summoning from regular tiredness? So the first sign might be suddenness. So it hits you like a wave, even if you had a full night's sleep. Another sign might be persistence. You feel like you cannot keep your eyes open no matter how much caffeine you drink. Like what happened to me today. I had a tea latte and next thing I know, my eyes were heavy. So I had to lay down. Another sign might be the dreamless depth. So you fall into a very deep black sleep almost instantly, often without a normal dreaming. So what can you do next? Next time you feel that your soul is calling you, instead of fighting your sleep, you should surrender to it. As you drift off, you can say, okay, I'm willing to go where I'm needed. Bring back the information I need to my conscious mind. Something like that. I don't know what else I can say. I think I've covered everything at this point. We covered the places that you can go to while you are having short nap versus long naps. If I can think of anything else I want to add, then I will create another video. But make sure that you listen to my last video, because I talk about how our body is affected by the solar activities, the solar storm that we've been getting lately. All right, that would help you understand your body better, so you don't fight it when your body's telling you to rest or sleep. All right, I hope this helps, dear ones.